I grew up in a town that had a certain style, a certain thing that we did, and it was a certain time as well in Ireland where every Sunday morning, pretty much every family in Ireland would get up and put on their Sunday clothes and go to Mass, go to church. And then after church, you'd go to the pub. And the children would have 7-Up lemonade and crisps or peanuts. The adults would have Guinness. And I don't know if people were dressing up for the church or for the pub, but that's what we did. And there were other things we did, which were, we had certain ways of expecting other people to behave. And I remember there were a number of people's fathers who were bad-tempered, like drinkers, a bit of a drink. He's a bit of a drinker, that was he's just a bit of a drinker. It was kind of accepted that you'd get shouted at, or maybe you'd get hit, or whatever. So sometimes you'd be around at your friend's house, and the father's away, and you're like, oh, okay, we can hang out. And then the father come home, and be like, you'd kind of like maybe go out to the garden or something, or maybe you just go home. And so, I grew up with this idea that that this is normal, and the people that you meet in your town, you kind of feel like this is the way the world is, this is the way people are, and then you get a little older and you start meeting other people from other places, and you go, oh, I always felt a bit odd in Ireland, but not right at the beginning, not when I still kind of just believed in all the things that I was told. And then it was one day, I remember I saw Santa Claus and the reindeers flying off the roof of the house. And I came down to my family and I said, oh, I just saw Santa Claus and the reindeers, they flew off. And my older sister was like, no, you didn't. I did. And somewhere around there, I started to question why people looked at, and she doesn't believe me, but I saw it, and then I used to go fishing with my dad, and there was a time where I was putting the worm on the hook, you put the worm in and you're pushing the worm up, just feeding it down the hook. And one day I was just a kid and I just said to my dad, does this hurt the worm? And he said, no. And I believed him, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, eventually the brain starts developing, whatever happens, and you start to have your own ideas, and you start to... So this song is all about kind of growing up in Ireland and these family problems and things that were there for a long time because of everything from poverty to repression, whatever, Catholicism, all the stuff that was on top of the Irish people for so long. And that all changed in my lifetime. So I lived through this kind of like, wow, big change. This is a song that's all about that stuff. All the chests reveal themselves like a crack in a wall, starting small and growing time. We all seem to need the help of someone else to mend that shelf with too many books. Read me your favorite line. And Papa went to other lands, and he found someone who understands the ticking, the Western man's need to cry. He broke down the other day, yeah, you know, and he swore to God his life had changed. But some things, they stay the same. Like time, there's always time on my mind. Will pass me by, I'll be fine. Just give me time. Older gents sit on the fence with their cap in hand, looking grand. They watch their city change. Children scream, or so it seems, louder than before. Out of doors and into stores with bigger names. Mama tried to wash their faces, but these kids, they lost their graces when Daddy lost at the races too many times. She broke down the other day, yeah, you know, some things in life may change, but some things, they stay the same. Like time, there's always time on my mind. Pass me by, I'll be fine. Just